Coming up next on Radio Romania International, Visit Romania.
Hello, I'm Cristina Mateescu, and today we're taking you to one of Romania's most popular tourist destinations, Peles Castle. This time, however, we're not going to visit the impressive halls of the former royal residence, but we'll have a stroll around the various paths on the royal estate, which can now be visited as part of organized tours thanks to a project carried out by the Peles Royal Heritage Association. This association was initiated by two university professors, architect Augustin Ioan from the Bucharest School of Architecture and Ioan Stănică, the rector of the Agronomy and Veterinary Medicine faculty in Bucharest. Ion Tucă, the association's executive manager, says Peles is a place full of natural, architectural and cultural riches, which is why it's Romania's most visited tourist site. These paths are located in the woods behind the Peles and Pelișor castles and cover the entire estate, from the Cuțitul de Argint area to the Bastion Hotel, up along the Peles pathway and to the Carmen Silva Bridge. The tour also takes visitors to the old Fox Farm, which is located in the middle of the forest, on the way to the royal sheepfold. The farm, including the paths in the royal grounds, were gifted by the royal family to the Peles Royal Heritage Association for research, recreational and educational purposes for the students of the two universities. These paths will be rehabilitated, and the students have already submitted many ideas we can choose from. We're now assessing them and would like to implement them as soon as possible. We're also taking care of the trees on the Peles Royal Estate, especially the copper beeches, the Turkish hazels, the Japanese maples, the cypresses, the yew trees, the ash trees, the Japanese cherry trees and the laurel trees. All these species of trees can be admired by visitors apart from fir trees. The paved paths on the royal estate are currently overgrown with vegetation and covered by a layer of fallen leaves and mud accumulated in time. Ion Tucă from the Peles Royal Heritage Association tells us more about the association's plans. We're going to clean these paths and put them back on the tourist map. We're also going to put up signs along the 7-kilometer-long itinerary to show the various possible routes, the distances between them, the degree of difficulty and the main attractions. There will be certain viewing points from where visitors can see the Sinaia Monastery, the Peles Castle and Pelișor Castle, and even have a glimpse of the Foișor Castle. The signs will also highlight the extraordinary species of trees growing on the estate. We're also working on an electronic app containing aspects of the history of these places and archive photographs. This app can be downloaded on phones and would allow users to find out exactly where they are on the grounds around Peles Castle, which are less known to the public. There's an entire network of mud and paved paths with steps built at the time of King Carol I and later expanded at the behest of Queen Marie. They were very well preserved by forest rangers after 1948, who took great care of them. It's 140 years this year since the installation of the monarchy in Romania on the 26th of March, and 100 years since the birth of King Michael on the 25th of October. And these anniversaries are as good an opportunity as any other to plan a visit to the royal estate at Peles.